last time the Hawkeyes went 5-0 was back in 1995. Today, a chance to match that number, but Arkansas State would prove to be no rollover. Coach warned his team about the pitfalls of national attention this week, but Ricky Stanzi not afraid of the spotlight. He has lots of room here. The long pass to Marvin McNutt for the touchdown. Stanzi would go 5 for 5 early on. Hawks up 14-0. Third quarter now. Arkansas State down 7. Stanzi, another long bomb to McNutt in single coverage for another TD. Hawks looking good. But here's why you shouldn't look past Arkansas State. Stanzi on the move, but picked off by number 23, Demario Davis. Davis, wide open field. He'll take this all the way in for another touchdown. All of a sudden, it's a 21-14 game. Few plays later, Arkansas State on the move again. Corey Leonard, the jump pass to Trevor Gillette. The Red Wolves down 3. The game coming down to this last play, folks. The Hail Mary by Leonard to a crowd of Iowa defenders. The Hawks would hang on for the win. The final to this one, 24-21. Stanzi, career passing numbers with 296 yards and 3 touchdowns. McNutt, 4 receptions, 2 of those his first collegiate touchdowns. Here's Sports Director Jared Aarons from Iowa City. Action now, Iowa State, Kansas State, and this one would go down to the wire. We'll go straight to the fourth quarter, tied at 17. Grant Gregory avoids the tackle, throws to Lamarck Brown. Brown, the amazing catch in the middle, runs it into the end zone. K-State up by a touch. Iowa State feeling the pressure. Under 40 seconds to play, Austin Arnard to Jake Williams. Williams, the miracle catch. The game would come down to this. Grant Mahoney looking to tie with the extra point, but the kick is blocked. Kansas State hangs on, 24-23. Finally tonight, a battle in Iowa Conference play today. Last weekend, Dubuque won big at Cornell, but Coe College was smoked against Central, meaning the Cohawks were hungry. Co-cheerleaders doing push-ups after an early touchdown. Few plays later, the Cohawks showing some D. Number 32, Tom Peel with a sack for a big loss, but Dubuque would answer. Colton Hansen rolls right. The pass to Steve Smith. Tied ball game. The celebration would not last long, though. Brad Boyle calls his own number. Great blocking up front and runs it in for the easy touchdown. Coe wins big, 37-7. That's sports. We're back right after this. One game at a time. That's been the mentality all season long for the Hawkeyes, and this game against Michigan State was no different. This one going down to the wire. Sports Director Jared Aarons live in East Lansing. And Jared, what a great finish. Marvin McNutt stepping up huge when it counted most. All right, in Lincoln, Nebraska, Iowa State would go head-to-head against the Cornhuskers without 2 of their best players. Big 12 rushing leader Alexander Robinson didn't dress, injured groin. QB Austin Arnott out as well with that bum hand. There's a look at Arnott right there on the left. He dressed just in case they needed him. First play of the game, Nebraska runs it to get a few yards, but Jesse Smith strips the ball. Kennard Banks recovers the fumble for great field position. Nebraska D shuts down the offense, so the Cyclones forced the kick. Grant Mahoney's field goal puts Iowa State up 3-0. Later first quarter, the Cornhuskers would answer. Dontravius Robinson pounds it in for the 3-yard touch. Nebraska up 7-3. Second quarter, 4th down, 5 to go. The Cyclones taking chances. The fake punt right here. Mike Branter, look at him go. The punter for 20 yards for the first down. That play would set this up. Jerome Tiller, play action fake, takes his time, finds Jake Williams in single coverage. Williams, a nice grab. That catch would put Iowa State up for good. Late fourth quarter, one last shot for the Huskers, but Zach Lee's pass is picked off by Jesse Smith. Nebraska fans in disbelief tonight. Iowa State wins 9-7. It's the first win in Lincoln for the Cyclones since 1977, and they do it without Arnott and Robinson, their 2 studs. Tiller finishes the game with 102 passing yards and 1 TD. But the story of the game is the defense. They forced 8 turnovers, and you can see the numbers right there. They forced 3 key interceptions. We're only 6 games in, but I think it's safe to say Iowa State is the real deal. For the first time in Big 12 history, the Cyclones swept the weekly Big 12 awards last week. Junior preseason All-American candidate Craig Brackens and senior transfer Marquez Gilstrap were both honored. Tonight, the Cyclones are in the championship game in the Chicago Invitational against Northwestern. The Cyclones in for a close one tonight in this Big 12 matchup. There they are right there, the team in the huddle. Iowa State, of course, undefeated so far. We'll pick this up mid-first. Craig Bracken says, boom shakalaka. Iowa State down early. Later, John Sherna on the move, the little scoop shot, and one. He'll make the free throw. Sherna, 23 points for the night. How about Lucas Steiger? He pulls up from distance. You know, that's money all day long. Steiger, 18 points for the night. Late first now. Marquez Gilstrap, the dribble drive, finds Brackens for another dunk. Iowa State led by 5 at half. In the second, it's Sherna again. The little shimmy move down low for another 2 points. The Wildcats starting to pull away, but Brackens battling down low. The big man, the nice fadeaway jumper. Brackens, 18 points for Iowa State. Later, Steiger, 4-3. Keeping the Cyclones close, but the Wildcats hold on to this one. They win 67-65. In Iowa City, the Hawkeyes hosting North Carolina Central, the first of a 3-game homestand. Early first, Matt Gatens finds Jared Cole cutting to the basket for the easy layup. Hawks trailed early, but they won't for long. Later, Brennan Kugel dribbles out of the trap, passes to Cully Payne for the nice 17-footer. Payne, 11 points, 4 assists. But the Eagles hanging close. Vincent Davis dials in from downtown for 3 of his team-high 18. Few plays later, Cole cutting to the hoop for the dunk. Cole dominated in the paint. He led the Hawks with 24 points and 10 rebounds. In the second, it's more Cole. The alley and the oop for the flush. Wide open there. Hawks starting to pull away. They get it done from distance too. Matt Gatens says, respect the jumper. Gatens chips in 16 points. Hawkeyes win 73-63. Snap that 2-game skid. The difference in this game, inside play of Jerry Cole and Brennan Kugel.